Wow, wow, wow. Some slight spoilers ahead for this, guys, so please, if you don't want some things revealed, then click off. That out of the way, Empire magazine is set to release its Alien Covenant issue, and there has been some low-res, low-quality scans leaked. So what can we see and gather from these images? We get to see the scene from the CinemaCon footage, David approaching the planet in the Juggernaut. We see David standing and opening the hatch and releasing the accelerant pods on what can only be described as engineer-like humans. Choosing my words carefully here, as they resemble humans crossed with engineers in some form. They are wearing very reminiscent clothing of the opening sequence engineer in Prometheus, but they are definitely not engineers. The city looks absolutely incredible in this image, and there is what appears to be another structure hovering above it, not too far away from the Juggernaut, and one can only guess what this is, potentially a form of docking technology. It definitely leads one to believe that the engineers themselves are familiar with this planet. Maybe these beings were another of the engineers' creations, they favoured them more than us, and maybe they visited them frequently. Maybe these are merely descendants to the engineer race, having long dormant technology on their planet. We get to see a very dishevelled, mad scientist looking David with his body attached. Obviously this isn't confirmed as David, however, he has longer hair, and some of it is blonde, so it's highly likely it's David. One thing to note is that the image of David looking out of the hatch, he does have shorter hair, so one can assume that it actually didn't take Shaw and David all that long to travel to the planet, but this is a guess anyway. We finally get to see an image of David and Walter both in the same scene together. David's hair is short in this image, and it is the same as Walter's. Perhaps this is a plot point for later in the movie. And it does seem that one of them is playing a flute-like device not too dissimilar to what we saw in Prometheus to start the Juggernaut. Or perhaps it's a straw, it is quite unclear, but it does look like his hands are moving as if playing an instrument. We get to see a Neomorph and also a newborn Xenomorph. It may be that this Xenomorph bypassed the Chestburster stage based off of this image. It's definitely a smaller alien creature and is not too dissimilar to the runner alien we see in Alien 3. Maybe it molts later on and grows to its full size, which we see in the trailer. So what did you notice from these images? Does this hype you up even more for the film? One thing I would say is if we are now getting these images of the scene that was shown at CinemaCon, I would think it's highly likely we will be seeing this as a trailer very soon, and I personally cannot wait. As always, guys, I can't thank you enough for watching. If you want to stay up to date on all things Alien Covenant, then consider subscribing to the channel for more in the future. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit that like button, as it does help the channel out. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comment section.